Far-right activist Laura Loomer continues to wield powerful influence inside the Trump White House. Loomer has called herself pro-white nationalism and a proud Islamophobe, and she's promoted conspiracies about school shootings and 9/11. And since Trump retook the presidency, she's been responsible for pressure campaigns to shape policy and oust top administration officials. In the latest flex of her power, the State Department cut off a visa program that allowed severely wounded children from Gaza to visit the U.S. for treatment after Loomer criticized the program on social media. Joining me to discuss, Brett Samuels, White House reporter here at The Hill. Brett, you have a piece out today about Loomer. Why does she have so much influence on the Trump administration?
Yeah, Drew, I think at the end of the day, this boils down to this is somebody who supports the president. The president likes people who support him. She has been a staunch ally of his for a long time, dating back to the 2024 campaign. And ultimately, the fact that she has those connections to get in his ear and get in the ear of other administration officials has given her some sway in the administration, much to the chagrin of some White House officials who feel like she is a problematic presence, to say the least.
Yeah, I want to talk through some of the ways that she's been able to wield influence. Let's start with this program that brought wounded children from Gaza to the U.S. for treatment. First, let's be clear, it was a temporary program. The children and their parents were returned to the Middle East after treatment. But Loomer said it was a national security threat. Is there any evidence of that?
Yeah, what we've seen from Secretary of State Marco Rubio is that he has said that this, he received letters from congressional offices suggesting that there were ties to Hamas involving this program. But, there's no concrete evidence that any problematic individuals have come into the United States through this program, which, as you highlighted, is intended to bring individuals from Gaza who are severely wounded to the United States for medical treatment. You noted that Laura Loomer is somebody who has a long history of anti-Islam comments. This certainly feeds into that. But there are no real instances of national security threats coming in through this program and staying in the United States. And we should note, in fact, that Loomer has gone even farther and said that individuals who arrived in the U.S. from Gaza during the Biden and Trump administration should be deported, that Gaza should be added to the travel ban put out by the Trump administration. So clearly, this is a deep-seated issue for Laura Loomer, regardless of kind of what the facts are about whether there is a national security threat from these injured individuals coming from war-torn Gaza.
Brett, Loomer also often battles with other MAGA figures, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson. Do you think, considering that, she has staying power in the Trump orbit?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody like Laura Loomer, who, obviously is a very fringe figure to begin with, has made a lot of incendiary, inflammatory comments. We've seen people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lindsey Graham have pushed back on her presence in general. So the fact that she does still seem to have this influence over policy and personnel, seems to have the ear of the president, even of the Secretary of State at times, I think is a sign that she does have staying power, regardless of the frustrations of some in Trump's orbit.
All right, we will leave it at that. Brett Samuels, thanks so much.